Welcome to the Penngo Marketing Group. Today we're going to talk about the website development process. Now, the first thing that we do with our clients is this conceptualization stage. That is simply determining the intended and target audience, and then looking at the goals or the mission of the website. That is both the short-term and the long-term goals. And then engage in a little bit of analysis. That is, determine what are the information topics? What are the functional requirements? Are they high level? Determine what the website's going to do. Not necessarily how we're going to do it, but what is it that the website will do for both the customer and the firm. The environmental requirements, the content requirements. And then a quick review of the competitor sites. That is, do a competitive analysis. That is, what are others doing? And that competitive analysis will really eventually lead to a high-level analysis of major competitors, because that's virtually vital to the site's success. And some of those basic steps are, first of all, just identifying who are the competitors, deciding what to analyze, developing a competition survey, which we'll take a look at in a moment, and then answering some key questions in the survey. And then, of course, looking at the survey data and analyzing it, and then writing a report of the findings and the recommendations. This is simply a quick sample survey here, but you could take a look at the general site features, the site design, the navigation, the layout, the look and the feel. Is it personalized? Is there an email newsletter on it? What kind of technology does it have? RSS, CSS, AJAX? Are there dynamic pages? And then do that analysis on each of the chief competitors, and then start to get a look for and feel for where the client wants to compete. Where is that niche going to be? And then, of course, is the design phase. That is determining the site structure and the organization, actually unveiling a prototype of the design, and then determining the page layout. And then, of course, the site structure. Now, the site structure is simply a skeleton that holds the body together. You can use some techniques like card sorting to help build the structure of the site if you want. It's important, of course, to choose some meaningful names for the group list that reflect the purpose of those pages. And then you use your group content to create, which is going to be text-based, a hierarchical map of the site, and the site organization. There's three ways to go: hierarchical, linear, and random. Of course, our preference is hierarchical. That is, having a clear, defined home page, a navigation links to the major site sections, and then, of course, which are often used for commercial and corporate websites. A site map. The site map just shows the hierarchy of the site. We need to feel comfortable with it. Is it too busy? Is it intuitive? And this is the part where we can play around with the pages to develop a site map that is both efficient, functional, and intuitive. And then, of course, a very important part of the process of web design is the wireframe. And that is simply a sketch of the blueprint of a web page. And that just shows the structure of the basic page elements, including the logo, the navigation, the content, and the footer. And then, of course, there's production, organizing the site files, developing and individually testing each of the components, and then eventually get to the point where you're adding content. And then there's testing, right? We're going to test on different web browsers, different web browser versions. We're going to test with different screen resolutions, using different bandwidths, testing from different locations. Test. It's all about testing. This thing has to work 8 ways to Sunday. And the testing really never ends because we want to make sure that we've worked out all the bugs. And then, of course, we will get customer feedback as well. And then there's further testing, right? Now, the types of testing that we will undergo, or the types of testing that a website will undergo, are automated testing tools and validation, making sure that there aren't any broken links, CSS validation tests, also usability testing. That is, testing how actual web pages that visitors are using, how that works on the website. This can be done almost at any state of development. And then the approval and the launch. There's going to be the user or client testing phase, Clients are going to test it before giving their official approval in the site launch. Then we come to the actual approval and launching, obtaining the sign-off form or email from the client, and then uploading the files to the web server, creating the backup copies of the files, and then what do? Test the site again. And then lastly, there is maintenance. That is enhancements to the site, fixes to the site, new areas that needed to be added to the site. And that brings us to evaluation, revisiting the goals, looking at the objectives and the missions of the website. Does it dovetail in nicely with what we had planned out in the beginning? Determining how closely they're being met, and then develop a plan to better meet those goals, those objectives, and that mission statement. And then the last two components are inbound marketing. We want to help you grow your business, not just to build your website. Our goal is to make your business more profitable and to make you a customer for life. That's what we want to do. And it's all about sales, service, and maintenance. Now, if you're interested in taking your business to the next level, we can help you stay on top of your sales, provide you with consistent and reliable service, and maintain and keep your clients for years to come with HubSpot. So that's one of the final components that we can offer our clients if you're interested in bringing it to that level. In any event, we hope you enjoyed this segment, and until next time, take care.